Hey all you bloody little blooders, I'm Bill Bauer, and this is what I think of the game Dishonored. Dishonored is a game about stealth. You play as Corvo, the Empress's personal guard who's framed for her assassination mere minutes after the game begins. You're thrown in prison and 6 months later some blighter has use for you, so he gets you the tools to break out. You then set about stealthily getting revenge on the conspirators, as well as finding the late Empress's daughter so she can ascend to the throne. Now if only the story went somewhere interesting from there, but every event from there on out is painfully obvious and predictable. The story twist that occurs 2/3 of the way through the game though, is the worst. If Dishonored was a book, the page with the twist would have a big fucking red marker on it, and the exact event would be highlighted. Something so obvious you'd have to be brain dead not to see coming. To add insult to injury, all the game's endings are cookie cutter and offer no closure whatsoever. Each one wraps up a decently long game in less than 2 minutes, makes a poor attempt at sounding philosophical, and doesn't try to tie up loose ends at all. The worst part about Dishonored's story though is how it completely fails to say why the fuck you should even care about anything that happens. Okay, you're the Royal Protector and you get to experience your own utter failure to do just that. Protect royalty. And yes, it's obvious that Corvo has some special attachment to the late Empress's daughter Emily, but nothing beyond a shadow of a hint is ever made to explain why Corvo, or more importantly you, should care so much. Hunt your enemies down for revenge and save Emily because it's your job. If that was enough to motivate me to do a job, I'd still be working down at the Five and Dime because my boss liked to yell at me, "Shut the fuck up and get back to work." But I digress. The point is, Dishonored has shit for story motivation. It's a shame too, as the rest of the game holds up much better. Dishonored is a bit of a paradox, because for everything it does wrong when telling its story and trying to get the player to care, it does just about everything else right in regards to gameplay. The controls are extremely responsive and allow you to have pinpoint accuracy while executing split-second assassinations. The only thing missing is the ability to shove your arm all the way up a guard's ass and puppet him around his mates to talk about having chips in a pint down at the pub later. Oh wait, you almost can do that with a possession skill. The game also relies on a nearly lost first-person control mechanic, the ability to lean around corners. It's nice to see the feature return, but remaining hidden while you're doing it pretty well breaks immersion. On several occasions while using it, I could have chatted with the guards and discussed with them the pros and cons of being an assassin versus working for the City Watch, all while looking them in the eye, but remaining invisible just because I was leaning around the corner. There's also one major drawback to the controls, the bloody context-sensitive features. I can't tell you how many times I was silently slipping in for a quiet killer chokehold, only not to get the option to strangle the hopeless sword in front of me. Do you know how frustrating that is? Okay, just one more stupid guard here and I can go to the next area. Wait, why can't I kill him? No, don't turn around. Shit, he's going for the alarm. Fuck. This brings me to another thing about Dishonored. It has really fucking good AI. And I don't mean good as in, it searches the goddamn corner whenever you need to sneak by. No, I mean it sees you when you least expect. Then, when it knows you're there, it'll call in a forensics team to analyze the evidence and figure out what corner you're hiding in. And finally, when it catches you, it'll gang up to rape the shit out of you when you're cornered. The type of AI that you love from a technical standpoint, but loathe as a gamer because it's not as stupid as what you're used to dealing with in most games. And speaking of most games, there's something else that Dishonored does different from the mass. Have a real uncorked type of visual style. Lots of games today strive for some sort of graphical realism, but Dishonored looked at that convention, snorted deep and hard, and then spat a monster-sized loogie in the face of common art design. Instead, it goes off in its own direction, using gawky and cartoonishly proportioned characters, with gritty high-res textures. Some schmucks may hate the flavour, but it's not like it ruins the game. If anything, the art style and disproportionate character design is at its worst, feeling like it was copied from BioShock. It was a pretty big nuisance to be thinking of splicers every single time I saw a plague victim, even though they came off more as zombies than psychotic addicts. It didn't make much difference though, because they all died just the same as the city guards. There's not much else to say about the graphic design of Dishonored beyond just that. really, if you want me to tell you whether or not to get Dishonored, first I'll say this. What the fuck are you asking me? The game's been out for months now, and if you're still trying to figure out whether or not it's worth your time and money, you're due to be promoted to the rank of Captain Indecisive. If you still need to hear my opinion though, I say give it a shot, but don't expect a miracle. In fact, you'll probably be better off renting it. All the good gameplay be damned, it didn't make me give a flying fuck about the story, and I had to push my way through it for that very reason. Dishonored is a game with rock solid design, but no heart in its story, which might be because you're holding it most of the bloody time looking for power-ups.